So I'm here with Bill Felt, and he's going to tell us a little bit about the cabling options of the 5330.
Thank you, Derek. Now I'll start by talking about the appliance unit in some general terms. Specifically, the NetBackup appliance, 5330 appliance, is trusted, proven NetBackup software combined with enterprise-grade hardware. And that combines into a very powerful, purpose-built backup appliance solution. Now that allows us to offer a solution that can protect clients' data under load with predictable performance, right? And that's the combination, again, of that proven enterprise software and hardware combination that we just talked about. So we have a diagram here. So we first have the server node for the appliance unit. This is the rack-mountable node that will connect to your data fabric, as it were. So we'll talk about the different connectivity options here in a moment. You also have a primary storage node that's required, the primary tray, and an optional expansion tray. And this offers you 114 terabytes of storage, and combining with this one, you have a total of 229 usable terabytes of backup storage. Going back to the server node, so again, this is what you will use to talk to and capture data from your critical client servers, such as your VMware servers, your critical application servers. You'll connect through here. And he has a number of very flexible connection options you can choose from. Now, before we go into that, though, so he talks to his primary storage tray through a pair of fiber channel cables. And if you expand to include this secondary tray, we will connect here, these two guys, with a couple of SAS cables. So from a rack mount perspective, fully expanded, you'll have all three units in your chassis. These guys talk to each other via fiber channel, and these guys through SAS. So again, so the primary question Derek asked was I/O options, right? So maybe my infrastructure is heavily 10 gigabyte. Maybe mine is primarily fiber channel. So you can connect through both or either one, or a combination thereof, excuse me. So you can have up to 8 ports of 8 gigabyte connectivity coming off the back of this guy, or up to 10 gigabit Ethernet, or a combination thereof. So for example, 4 fiber channel, 6 10 gigabyte Ethernet, or depending on the needs of your infrastructure, you can configure him as such.
So Bill, can you tell me what would happen if the janitor came through the room and maybe knocked one of these cables out, and the implication in my data center?
That's a very good question, right? So clumsy janitor, right, mop, broom, whatever goes awry, and he pulls out or damages one of your cables in either case. So this is why we have double cabling, as it were. It also allows us to have what's called dynamic multipathing. So as Derek asked, if one cable goes out, your backup infrastructure remains fully functional. Now, when you have all cables in play, you're given the benefit of load balancing and better performance from being able to use both paths in a dynamic way that goes for here and for here. But again, if one goes out, then you still have functionality. That's kind of the redundancy element of that double cabling methodology. Now that also allows me to talk about something else. It's called our auto support system and hardware monitoring. So if you have a problem such as Derek asked about, a cable goes bad, a disk goes bad in one of your storage trays, maybe a power unit goes bad in your primary server node. So we are monitoring all of your hardware automatically for you 24/7. We might know before you do you have a problem. And through the auto support system, kind of a self-service online portal, all this stuff kind of comes to life, right? And so all these features, again, combine into a very powerful, flexible, under load, reliable PBBA solution for our customers and partners. So.
Well, that's excellent. Thank you very much, Bill. And I like the idea of auto support picking up a problem while I'm not even there in the office. That's great. So thank you very much.
Sure.